Actually, it's the lead play in our offense.
Tell the tackle to take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, you drive down the first man to his inside. Pull back and tell him to take the first man outside the offensive tackle. No one goes. Go right by them and field inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. If you look at this play, what we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here, and try to run this play in the alley.
What's up, guys? Welcome into Packers Total Access. My name is Clayton. You can check us out on packernet.com. You can find me on Twitter at Packers_access. I'm joined alongside Emilio down here in Tennessee, and we're going to do a little chalk talk for you guys. We're going to break down the Broncos tape and just kind of look at what went right, what went wrong. Probably going to find more wrong than right, and that's just the way I like to do these chalk talks. You know, if the Packers come out on the winning side, hey, look, we're gonna bask in the glory and show you exactly what went right. When we lose, we're going to try to identify the problems, you know, what went wrong and why did it happen, right? What happened and why did it happen? So that's the goal of this. It's not to bash anybody. It's not to be overly negative. It's to understand conceptually what LaFleur was trying to do and find out where the mistakes are here and there. And really, it's the game flow aspect that we're diving into. You know, it's so easy to just pick one or two clips and go, oh, man, look how bad this play was or look how good this play was. We want to go in chronological order throughout the game and go, all right, here's how we got to this point, and it flowed into this situation here, and how did they adjust? How did they attack it? So with that being said, Emilio, how was your day, dude?
Good day. Good day. I heard it was chalk talk time, and I beeline home. Ready.
I love the bucket hat too, man. I can't pull that off, bro. It's impossible. I can't find one to fit my head, first of all. But
out there in the sun all day.
Hey, gotta have it, right? Gotta have it. I want to give a shout out real quick to the chat. We got Red Mo in the house. Let's see. We got United Bates. We got Blake Berry, Jeremy Burtz, Mike Berry. Guys, appreciate you guys swinging through. Glad to have you. Here's the thing too. Last time I did a chalk talk, the stream went down temporarily. And everybody was laughing because they said I didn't miss a beat. They came back in, and I was still going. So if you'll notice, the video didn't get cut at all. What happens sometimes, the NFL has a copyright on their game tape, but you're allowed to use it. You just can't make money off of it, right? So sometimes what happens is it triggers a copyright. They take the live stream down for a second, and then when they identify, hey, okay, it's totally cool for them to use it because the NFL does permit people to use it, it'll go back up, okay? So if that happens, be patient. It'll be back up as soon as possible, but hopefully that does not happen. We also got Jeff in the house. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, same thing here, man. Just trying to understand what Matt LaFleur was thinking. You know, here's the cool thing, Jeff. I always say this in our postgame show, right? There's so many times, and I'm sure you're guilty of this too, Emilio, especially when you're at B-dubs, right, with a couple daddy sodas. You think you understand what was going on. You think, man, he called a horrible game. And then you go back and watch the tape and you go, you know what? It wasn't that bad. I kind of understand what he was thinking there, right? And again, it's not my job to try to depict Matt LaFleur as a good play caller or a bad play caller. This is from the Greg Cosell School of Thought, right, from NFL Films. If you see it, you got to say it. We're just simply going to show you what happened in the game. So we're going to try to go as quick as we can. But again, we got a lot to cover. You ready to do this, Emilio?
I'm ready. Right,
here we go. Let's roll. Make sure you can see that. You got it?
Yep.
All right, here we go, guys. So first of all, I want to mention this. The one thing that I left off here was the Packers' first drive where they just basically went 3 and out, okay? So we just skipped that. I wanted to mention that. So we got kind of off to a slow start, right? So we're going to jump right in where there's 5:15 left in the first quarter. Denver is already up 3-0, okay? That's kind of where we're starting here. And this first play here, the Packers come out in the 1st and 10. It's 11 ace, doubles tight, stack right, strong left, inside zone, okay? We're not going to break down the details, the fine details of every single play. I just want you guys to kind of understand the personnel we were in. You know, when you first look at this look, it kind of looks like a 12 personnel, right? But it's that nasty split, and it's that, you know, that close 11 look where you got the stacked receivers on the top. But again, to me, this was a strong left, and it was an inside zone. Let's roll it here, kind of see what happens. You can see this is what I was wanting, guys. This is why it's hard for me to criticize Matt LaFleur. He toned back the sifts in this game. He toned back the double pulling offensive lineman. He really got back to inside and outside zone. There was one particular play that I noticed where he had a pulling guard, kind of a weak power play, and it worked. It actually was a really good game by A.J. Dillon. Hark, you put him under center, and the guy can run with a little a little bit of power, right? But with this being said, just want to kind of show they came out and they ran their bread and butter a little bit here. So on 1st and 10, this is the second drive. Like I said, they already went 3 and out. So we come out, get a nice little 5-yard game. We're ahead of the sticks, right? All right, second play, we got 11 gun, doubles off, strong right, Z nasty. Okay, so your Z is in a nasty split at the top of the screen. We got to identify him here right there. Notice he's inside the number, so you got a little Z nasty look. You got T weak, opposite side of the tight end. Of course, it's 11 personnel, one running back, one tight end. And we're going drive, curl, flat. Okay, drive, curl, flat is going to be the route combination. So typically with a drive concept, you've got this type of look right here, right? Mm-hmm. And then you're going to have the curl flat, which is going to be curl and then the flat. Okay, it might be vice versa there actually. But let's roll the tape. I may have those flipped too. We kind of, yeah, there we go. So you can see the flat, the curl. Love the play call there. Look at the look that LaFleur gives him. An easy completion up top, right? Yep. Notice how Christian knows exactly what to do. He knows which guy's man up on him. Let's wall off that inside defender, right? Clear it out.
All out quick.
Yeah, great play. Yeah, great job by Jordan Love getting the ball out. Luke Musgrave. The one thing that surprised me about Luke Musgrave, Emilio, is his lack of balance. When I watched him on the college tape, that was one of the pros I had on him. When I kind of scouted him, like, man, this guy's got really good body control. He gets to the NFL and he looks like Bambi out there on ice, man. But a little bit different when you got those grown men running up on you, right?
That's it.
All right, so there you've seen you've seen some 11 personnel, right? And then you see some inside zone. You see an easy completion. Now we're going to 12. All right, let's get into 12. Ace nasty. What does that mean? I didn't cuss there. It's ace nasty, okay? So you got one running back, 2 tight ends, okay? That's a balanced look, tight end on each side. You're going to Z jet. There's your Z receiver. Why is he the Z? Because your Y over here, your X is opposite the Y on the line of scrimmage. That makes the other receiver the Z, okay? So you got Z jet. You're going to have Y sift. This is our first sift play that I noticed, okay? And what's going to happen is your H-back, which is DeGuara, is going to sift across and try to block. You guys know I'm not a huge fan of the sift, and they're just going to go weak zone here, okay? Just a weak zone run. All right, so you're sticking with zone, no pulling linemen, although I don't like the sift, right? You can see they're in a zone defense.
Mm-hmm. At least you made a block on the sift, but.
Yeah, so you got roughly, 2 yards there on first down. So again, with the sift, notice how when we ran the inside zone with no sift a while ago, what did we have? We had like a 5-yard gain. We just got 2 there, right? Mm-hmm. So now we're coming out in a 12 ace nasty balanced, U-jet, play action, Y screen. Okay, let's talk about what all that means real quick. First of all, 12, ace nasty, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, right? So there's your 12 look. You got a balanced look, obviously a tight end on each side. You're going to go U-jet. So you're basically going to motion over the U, right? So he's going to motion to the right. And then you're going play action, Y screen. So you're going to play fake to the running back. And then you're going to have the Y tight end get out here for a screen pass to Musgrave. And this is where you're already starting to get a little bit cute. I would much rather see Aaron Jones in the backfield with a little halfback screen, a little slip screen. Not a big fan of the tight end screen, especially when you got some of that motion like that. So you can see this is the part that bothers me. When you look at the hat count right off the bat, first of all, you could tell this guy is not fooled, right? He's already seeing it. Now look at DeGuara. DeGuara, he's not allowed to block anybody right now, right? So I don't like that design itself. So here you got Musgrave getting out here. Tom's trying to get out and get on that block. There's not much going on here. Look, you already got a defender bearing down on him. There's that balance we're talking about again, too. You see Musgrave with that little stutter right there?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like he's having a hard time getting his feet under him. But again, you got a free defender, and this is what bothers me. Look at DeGuara. He isn't touching anybody.
Right?
And this defender literally just comes screaming in. He's got to be aware of that.
And he's brought that side too. So you're bringing another eye to it. The defense wants to slide that way every time.
Absolutely. That's it. If you don't, and I'm glad you said that because that's what I'm noticing with some of the sift action is a lot of times they'll sift away from the run side. And it's like you're taking a hat count away and you're not fooling anyone. Mm-hmm. Right. And in this case, like you said, you're putting extra eyes on that side and he's not taking a hat away as he's putting extra eyes on. just not a good look. So now you're in a 3rd and 6. Emilio, this is manageable, right? Like this is some manageable down. You're on their side of the 50, right? Not too bad. We're going to come out in 11 gun. When I see 11, you know I get excited, right? 1 running back, 1 tight end, and we're going trips left. There's your trips, right? You're going nub right, which means there's a tight end by himself on the right side, and he's might as well be attached. Might not have his hand down, but he's going to be pretty much attached. That's what we call nub right. You got T same running back on the same side as the tight end. All right, here's the route concept. We're going 11 gun, trips left, nub right, T same, X climb, switch sit wheel, double chip, Y out, T angle. Let's talk about what that means. X climb is just going to be a crosser, okay? That's your X at the bottom. He's just going to run a quick crosser route, okay? There's your climb. Some people call it a climb. Some people call it a crosser. For me, I think climb kind of applies when it's a one-man route concept, when you're really just trying to get open. It's not so much a dead crosser as it is you're kind of climbing throughout the defense and trying to get open. I think that's kind of how that got its name. Now we're going switch sit wheel. A switch concept is where 2 offensive players actually switch positions in their route. Okay, they're going to cross by each other close to the line of scrimmage. So the switch sit wheel is going to be, there's your sit, and Jaden Reed's going to run a wheel route. Okay. On the other side, you got a little bit of a double chip here, although the T angle, he doesn't really chip anyone. I think it was kind of designed, but you didn't need it. So get out in your route. Christian Watson's going to chip here, and then he's going to get out in an out route. I'm sorry, that's a Musgrave, not Christian Watson on the out route. And then you're going to have the T angle route. Okay. Now I'm going to be a spoiler here. Okay. A little spoiler alert. Jordan Love is just going to look to the wheel and go to the wheel. He doesn't look anywhere else. He kind of looks at the safety, sees, okay, the safety is kind of center field, although the safety does make it over to the wheel. And by wheel, I mean our boy Jaden Reed right here. But I want you to key in on the T angle route here, okay? So watch Jordan as we roll it. We're going to go 75%. Hopefully it's not too fast. Right here, look, he sees the safety. He just looks at the wheel. He's immediately going to the wheel, right? And this is the guy that's on Jaden Reed, okay? He's got plenty of space to get back here. He's got the angle for it. You've got another guy over the top. Now, again, key in on A.J. Dillon in this angle route. Again, Jordan Love, Emilio, he doesn't see it. He never looks. He's just here, right? He's all up in here. So you'll see him throw this pass. Look at the angle right there.
Right. He still has time.
Yes. I mean, you had plenty of time to dump that off over the middle. You get A.J. Dillon that ball, there is nothing but space out here, right? Much like the pass later in the game where he leaks out there on the little, what was it called? Not the shoot, but the, I can't remember what it's called. I've got it labeled here in a second, but where the running back just kind of comes straight across the offensive line into the pass route. But that right there, that's on Jordan Love, guys. You can't throw that ball. That is not there. That's a bad read. That's not on LaFleur, in my opinion. You're basically working half of the field. What you're looking to do here is try to create isolation, right? Elimination, isolation up top. You're trying to get that guy isolated in the running back. That's a perfect play. Now, you got to get guy in the center of the field, but A.J. Dillon's getting that first down, right? He's going to catch that pass. It's a safe throw. Am I seeing that right, Emilio? Is that what you're seeing too, buddy?
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too. But I think, wouldn't that mean that the other safety's over the top there? No, okay.
Let's see.
You playing that?
Well, I think what they were playing is robber.
Yeah, okay. I got you.
So what you got is let's count them off real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you got 2 on the shelf, right? And I'm pretty sure they go robber. So what you're going to see happen is that other safety, like you said, we see him coming to the picture here in a minute. Yep. He ends up biting over here. I think he was the deep safety and worked his way over. This guy's going to come down and play robber. But again, even playing robber, you get that ball to A.J. Dillon here. He lowers his head. He's getting that first down, right? Yeah, so you can see the robber action right there. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. So, all right. So that's how that play drive, drive stalled, I should say. So you punted 3 and out the first drive. You got a little bit of something going there on the second drive, and you end up stalling out. And now Denver has the ball. We'll kind of fast forward. We're at the first quarter, 1:30 left in the first quarter. This is a 2nd and 5 play. So many people, Emilio, talking about Joe Barry's defense is the reason, his scheme is the reason that they're running the ball on him like crazy, and he plays with a soft box. And I just want to count this out here for you. 2nd and 5 play, right? We come out in a nickel 2-4-5, 2 down linemen, 4 linebackers. We're matching their 11 personnel, even though they're in a close split there on the bottom, right? And then let's do the hat count real quick here. In the box, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Borderline 9. Definitely 8 in the box. Guys, there's nothing else Joe Barry can do for this run defense other than put those guys in a position. Now, what I want you to key in on right here, though, this is the thing that got me, and this is where the players have got to be smarter, right? When you look at the hat count, Emilio, check it out. Right here's your center. I'm going to put an X on the center. I'll just do a little right here. That's your center, okay? So let's count these off real quick here. Let me reduce this thickness on this circle. Maybe this will be easier. All right. So when we count this off, you got 1, 2, 3 on that side of the center, right?
Yep.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4 on this side of the center. So your hat count's on the right side if you're Denver, okay? So now when you look at it from that perspective, you were to draw a line right down to the center of the field, look at your hat count over here. You're playing more of a one tech right there, right? Look at all these bodies over here on the side that there's only 3 on that side of the center. And look at the hat count over here. You've only got 3 against 4 with obviously Carrington Ballantyne playing off a little bit. So the defense has got – how many times have you guys seen great linebackers, great defensive linemen, especially linebackers, walk up and tap a defensive lineman on the rear end and, hey, slide over a gap, like you're trying to get in position to make sure that you got as even a hat count as you can in a run defense. Now, the reason I point this out, man, is because what you're going to notice with Kenny is he's going to get double teamed. He's going to try to hold the point of attack, hold 2 gaps, and he's going to kind of get broken down. Now, I don't blame Kenny, right, because Kenny's taking on a double team. So knowing that hat count is the way it is, and this is where inexperience comes in. Right here, you've got Isaiah McDuffie. Okay, I want you to key in on Isaiah McDuffie. So if you were to look at the gap control, right, this is setting the edge with Preston. Okay, gap, right, gap, setting the edge, kind of bending out here. Probably have to play off a little bit because you're more or less in man coverage, whether you're playing zone or not. You got to kind of catch your guy. It puts Keyshawn in a bad spot, but Keyshawn plays this absolutely horrible too. They're going to run it right at him. And then you got Carrington that should bounce down and kind of play that contain on the outside. Okay, so erasing all that, this is what I want you to key in on. Watch McDuffie. Watch him. He should be here, right? Based off the hat count. Watch where he goes here as we play it. See him get pulled up? There you go. Game over, right? Because now what happens, and you pointed this out, Emilio, watch Keyshawn Nixon. Tell him what Keyshawn Nixon's doing right here.
Keyshawn's sitting there, right? He steps up, stays on his man, but then he kind of just sits there and holds him, and then he gets turned. He gets his face. Now he's facing the ball back, turned away, and that's a easy 5-yard gain. And that's Brent Cox there setting the edge, which he did a good job at. You know, he's got his hand free. He's trying to reach in on that. He almost made the tackle. So I'm not mad at him.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And again, look at Quay and Isaiah. Not even the play side. And they are completely pulled up.
Unless they both just full tilt. I mean, I want to see that more, but let's go towards the ball next time.
Hark, what an idea.
Yeah.
So again, you know, people, they blame Joe Barry, they blame the scheme. Now listen, I'm not saying that Joe Barry, the quote-unquote coach, isn't at fault, right? I mean, somebody's got to coach these guys up. Now, we do need to take into consideration Keyshawn Nixon, first-year starter at nickelback, right? Carrington Ballantyne, 7th-round pick at corner. Isaiah McDuffie, backup linebacker in for Devondre Campbell, right? I mean, all these things. Heck, look at this. Brenton Cox Jr., undrafted free agent, right? So to sit here and tell Joe Barry to say, okay, Joe Barry, his scheme is horrible. He's playing with 4 guys that have no business being on the field as a starter, in my opinion, right now. And okay, go out there and get the job done with 8 in the box. And look at this.
And he almost made the play too.
What's that?
And he almost made the play. Brenton Cox did. Now looking back on it, I'm impressed with him. He only had 3 plays, but
yeah. That's the other thing, too. Like, people will look at that and go, oh, it's a missed tackle by Brenton Cox. I disagree. I don't think that's a missed tackle. I mean, that dude was setting the edge. He was schematically gap sound, right? So here's another look. Let's go 1st and 10 now, right? They're beyond the 50 now. I think they're at the 48-yard line of Green Bay. We come out in a 31 jam, right? What's a jam front typically is when the nose tackle is over the center. They may be playing a little bit of odd right here, but you got your 3-down lineman, right? You got your 5-man front. I keep it pretty simple. Anytime the nose tackle in a 34 front is anywhere within a 1 gap or a half a gap, I should say, of the center of being 0, whether you're 0 to 1 on either side, and you got a 5-man front, I keep it simple and refer to that as a jam front. Okay. Some people would disagree. That's okay. But again, look at the box, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You got an 8th coming into the box there with Rudy, right? So they're protecting against the run. That's what everybody wanted, right? Stop the run, stop the run. Joe Barry's putting them in a position to do that. Now, in this specific situation, you're in a cover 1 man, all right? Now, watch the play unfold. We're going to do a little bit of tight end motion here. You see them flex back. They shifted back over to the even jam there. They're coming into a pass play, right? We're in man coverage. How many times, Emilio? Everybody wanted that man coverage, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Wanted that man coverage. Now, watch what you got here. Key in on Quay. Quay is man up on the running back right there, okay? He's going to run a little out route.
Comes down.
He's got the athleticism. He didn't get burned, right? I mean, he's
hip pocket.
Yeah, pretty good, right? Pretty good reaction. But here's the problem. Missed tackle.
Yep. Too high. Wrap at the waist.
Yep. We'll get another angle of it here. So what's Joe Barry do there, man? Like you got him in a position to make the play, right? Everybody wants man coverage. We give you man coverage. Everybody wants to stop the run. You get a loaded box. Go ahead.
I said there was a decent pass rush, but it's just Clay tried to make the tackle. Kind of want him to slide down the body a little bit more than try to muscle him down from the top. But
yep, I agree. If you slide right down around the waist, look at us, a couple out of shape white guys in here talking about what somebody should do on the football field. Funny how that works. All right, so that with all that being said, right, missed tackles, even with a loaded box. Not playing gap sound, all those things, your defense still held them to a field goal. So now it's second quarter, 13-14 left.
Yeah.
Up 6-0, right?
And at this time, you got to pause right now. What we got 4 minutes of possession versus 12. So the defense has been on the field for almost a full quarter, and they've held them to 6 points.
Dude, that's why you're on here, Emilio, because I didn't even notice it. That's a great eye, my man. And it's exactly what we talked about in the post-game show. It's like, how you can't expect this defense to stay on the freaking field and just play lights out all the time. Like it's, you can't be on the field that much longer, than the offense. That's just crazy. So we come out here on this drive in a 12 ace nasty, strong right. Okay. Again, what's that mean real quick? 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Okay. Actually strong right. I apologize. So you got 1 running back, 2 tight ends. So you're going ace, nasty. It's nasty because look at the splits, right? And the reason it's nasty, guys, inside the numbers. The receivers are lined up inside the numbers. That makes it a nasty split. We canned here. See if you can pick it up, man. I got the TV copy here, and I try to lean on the TV copy because it's a little bit easier to work with. Look at notice their hands here. They just canned, right?
Yep.
Everybody canned. Okay, so we canned to another play. So what's that tell you? We were in a pass play. Jordan came to the line, liked what he's seen, and didn't like what he's seen, canned to a weak outside zone. All right, so here we go. We canned to the running play. And again, you know how I feel about zone, right? I was screaming, we need more outside zone.
Yep.
Right? Now I want you to see what happens here because let's play it through here. A little 2-yard gain, right? Okay, let's roll it back. Why was it only a 2-yard gain? I want you to key in on Josh Myers. Okay. I got an email from a listener earlier today that mentioned that Ryan, it's funny. There's so many people that want me and Ryan to have a conversation live on the air because they think we disagree so much. But he said something along the line of Ryan disagrees with you. Do you think Josh Myers is not good? I don't know what he's talking about, but Josh Myers is a good pass blocker. Got one of the best pass blocking grades of any offensive or of any center in the league. The problem is he's booty cheeks in the run blocking, right? Watch Josh Myers here. His job is to get to the second level and wall off this linebacker right here. Mm-hmm. His number one goal here, top priority, knowing this is outside zone, right, is to get out here as much as possible. And watch where he gets caught at right there. It's over. He's already beat.
Yep.
And that's why you only got – now imagine if he doesn't get out there and Aaron Jones is full speed down the sideline. I mean, my goodness. You probably beat that other defender there to the edge. But again, outside zone, only 2 yards. Not bad, though. But, hold the phones. We got us a flag, right? This is where Jordan Love actually got them to jump. Jordan Love did that, 2 or 3 times, didn't he?
Yeah, that's what was bugging me was when he had it got snapped and they all started running routes, but they said that it was unimpeded or whatever, so that they blew it dead.
There's nothing more frustrating than you doing exactly what you wanted to do to get them to jump and then them just call that unevaded. It's like, come on, dude, give him the free play. That's what he's doing. That's what he's trying to do. So, Yeah, I'm with you on that. So 1st and 5, right? Not bad. This is LaFleur now going, okay, 1st and 5. We're working with 5 yards here. Let's be a little bit aggressive. We come out in 11 gun, right? 1 running back, 1 tight end, okay? 11 gun strong left. We're going T right. And again, notice this. We come to the line. Look at everybody touching their heads right there. See it? We're canning again. His arms just went down. You see him looking over at the Z. The tight end's looking at the Z saying can. All right, you got the can. All right, cool. So here's what we can to. We're going to can to double stick T leak. All right. What you got is a stick concept up here, okay, which is basically a sit and an out. Sit, out, and then you're going to have a T leak. All right. That's the play call. So that's what we can to, right? He's seeing these guys, kind of playing soft up top up here, right? So that's why he can to that play specifically. All right. You'll see Jordan. I want to see him hammer that out.
Yeah.
The ball should have been out, right?
And that's his throw too. That's what he likes. I mean, he can hammer those outs. He's got the arm talent for it.
Mm-hmm. You see right there, if that ball's coming out right there,
yes,
hammering it on the sideline. Now, come out late, probably pick 6,
Mm-hmm.
but it's got to be on time, right? So instead, you try to force it underneath the Musgrave. Of course, it gets broken up. Might have got there a little early, the defender, but again, I don't like to point out too much officiating, to be honest with you. Like it happens on both sides of the ball. So
right.
2nd and 5, nothing, no problem, right? Nothing hurt here. So we come out in a 12 gun, right back to 12, Emilio.
Yep.
1 running back, 2 tight ends. We're going balance. We're going Y quick sift, split flow, okay? Now, you guys know, and this is what I'm talking about with Matt LaFleur, he's starting to adjust a little bit. This is the first time I've seen the quick sift, okay? A lot of the Shanahan tree guys, especially in Miami, they're using what we call quick motion, which is basically get them started, then snap before they cross, right? So he's going to get started. He being the tight end on the left there, I think it's Musgrave. Then the ball is going to snap, and he's going to try to sift over and then go split flow. Now, another thing I've been saying, Emilio, I don't like split flow out of the shotgun. I want it from under center, right? I don't think I've seen it work one time this year. Let's roll the tape and see if it works here. Again, 2nd and 5. There's your quick motion sift. Look at Musgrave completely whiff.
Yep.
Now, the reason this is bugging me is because notice Musgrave, okay? He's coming across the formation, and he's not blocking anybody. But also, notice right here on the bottom. Watch these guys. They don't block anybody, right? They're kind of getting to the next level. You see Tucker trying to get to the next level. Now, let's rewind. If you remove that quick sift, okay, and you just run your inside zone, right, instead of split flow, look at the hat count you got. Bang, you could probably double there. You got a hat there. You got a hat there. You got a hat there with a little help on this side that you could probably get to the next level too.
Right.
Does that make sense, Emilio?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I mean, because if you didn't have to bring Musgrave across, the hat count is going to help them, especially when you're coming downhill in a shotgun where it's not even – I mean, he's coming from a standing stop, trying to go sideways, then downhill.
So if you watch it go across, Musgrave doesn't even block his guy, okay? He's actually grabbing there. Lucky he didn't call for a hold. And Aaron Jones is going to make the best of it, right? Even with that blown up aspect, look what zone got you, a couple yards. You're talking about 2 blown blocks, right? Or not a blown block with a bad scheme, and Aaron Jones still picks you up 2 yards in that inside zone. I want to stick with inside and outside zone, get away from some of the chicanery. Like I said, though, we had a weak power a little later that worked out really, really nice. And I think it was set up all game long rather than just trying to abuse it on the opening drive, the first 2-3 drives. All right, up next. It's still the second quarter, 12:06. This is the 3rd and 3 play, the very next play. We're coming out in 11 gun, 1 running back, 1 tight end, okay? We're going strong left, tight end on the left, T weak, opposite side, right? And here's going to be the route combination. We're going 11 gun, doubles on, strong left, T weak, Z pivot, Y nod, which some people refer to as a stick nod, 29 T shoot. All right, let's talk about what all that means real quick. So we're going to go Z pivot. He's just going to run a pivot route, okay, which is basically he's coming out here like he's running out, and then he's going to pivot back in, okay. The Y nod or stick nod, he's going to show a little out and then up. Okay, that's a stick nod from the Y. Okay, some you can run it inside, you can run it outside with inside and outside leverage, whichever I've seen it both ways. And then you got 29, which is a 2 route, which is a slant, and then the 9 route, which is the go. And then you're going to have your T shoot. Your T is just going to shoot straight out here. Okay, not a flat, not necessarily a flat, not a swing, but a shoot. Okay, let's watch it unfold here. And this is a good play. You could tell Jordan wants to go to Christian Watson up top with that pivot right here. He looks right, doesn't like what he sees. Good read, come back, climbs the pocket a little bit, dumps it off to the pivot. Good play. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Taking what the defense gives you and moving the sticks, right? So good play there. Don't necessarily love the play call, but great play by Jordan there to get to the right guy to find the answer. All right, 11:21 left in the second. 1st and 10 play. We're back in 12. One running back, and we got your 2 tight ends, okay? And this is what I'm talking about. You show inside zone consistently the first few drives, right? You're now starting to move the ball a little bit. You're keeping things simple. And now here comes the chicanery, right? Here comes all right, let's make this more complicated than it needs to be. This is what I'm talking about, where I'm like, why do we do this to ourselves? The Denver Broncos are a horrible football team. They're a horrible defense, 31st ranked in my opinion. And it depends on what metric he looks at, but I feel like they're at least the 31st, maybe even the worst defense in the league. Why do you got to make things difficult on yourself? So you're going 12 ace, strong left, F motion to Z, and then you're going play action boot, H sift, crossers, Z screen throwback. All right. So essentially what you're trying to do here, I'm going to try not to draw too much like John Madden here, Emilio, but you're going, this is your F, your flyer receiver. Okay. He's going to motion over. All right. He's going to motion over to the Z spot, right? Tied inside, opposite the X. This is your X right here. Okay. So you're going F motion to Z. All right. You're going to go play action boot with an H sift. Like it's like LaFleur's going, how can we get one more body going in a different direction?
Yeah.
Right? So he's going to run a play action boot, right? This is going to be the H sift block. I want you to know I do not see the sift working. I want you to key in on DeGuara first, but we're going to have crossers, right? Almost like a little mesh attitude. Mm-hmm. And the goal is to get all this eye candy to free up Christian Watson over here so we can throw a Z screen throwback. All right. So watch the play. Watch DeGuara come across. Look at DeGuara.
Yep.
Like, I mean, he's lucky he didn't get called for a clip or something right there. The way he tried to just dive at his leg and he kind of grabbed his leg. It looked a lot like Tucker Kraft, right? How he tried to tackle him. But look at all the free bodies. There's nobody fooled by this.
No.
We've seen the play action boot T throwback screen. I think I've counted it 6 times this year. So here's a 7th time you try to play action boot throwback screen. And watch what it gets you. On 1st and 10. Oh, let's get cute. All right, there's your screen. Boy, that's a heck of a screen pass.
Right.
Look at these bodies just standing around.
And honestly, what I would have liked more is if he had DeGuara kind of leak through that block, do a fake block, leak through, and give Jordan a quick out right there.
Yes.
Like if he dipped underneath and said, okay, panic, get it out of my hands, dump it right to DeGuara, get 5 yards.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, you're looking to throw this thing back. And again, I've got it listed as a screen, but the freaking offensive linemen ain't reacting like that, are they?
Right. And it's to the short side of the field, too.
Yeah, just, God, there's nothing about it that I like. Nothing. So, again, you lose 2 yards. So, you went from 1st and 10, you're moving the sticks. Now you've outsmarted yourself and you're behind schedule 2nd and 12. So, what do? Now, this is a little bit ahead right here. I had the all 22. I didn't take the time to upload. I'm explaining to you what I mean right here. 12 pony nasty, shift to empty, strong right T boundary, 94, Y skinny drive. So the part you don't see because it skipped ahead is they were in a pony package. Okay. So you had AJ Dillon was in this spot. Okay. And DeGuara was in this spot. So you were in your pony package. All right. That's what you were in. So you shifted out now and you went empty. Notice how everybody's empty, right? So what that means is your T boundary, there's your T, right? You've got your H out here, and you're going to go with a 94 from left to right. You've got A.J. Dillon. I want you to listen to me. A.J. Dillon running a 9 route all the way down the sideline. So if you were to say, Clayton, if you're going to run A.J. Dillon in a pass route, right, in a route concept, what's the last one you would run? It would be a streak. It would be a fly. It would be a go, right? So they're running a 94, which is a sit, right? And then you're going to go Y skinny, which is supposed to be kind of a skinny post and work the seam, all right? Now you'll notice he gets I'm sorry, I got the wrong guy here. Let me do this again. You've got your 9, right? You've got your sit, your 4 route. You got Musgrave here, who's going to try to get Skinny down the seam. All right, he's going to try to clear out. Now you'll notice this defender right here does a really good job of mugging him. He mugs him. He kind of catches him, mugs him, gets him off his spot, forces him out here so he couldn't get so skinny. Okay, that's one of the keys to this play. And then you've got the drive concept, which is basically let them clear that out. Let me get back to my blue here. Let them clear that out. You're going to run a dig, and then you're going to run a drag or a shallow cross underneath. Okay, that's the drive concept. All right, so again, 94, Y skinny, drive. All right, this is going to make you sick here, boys. I'm just telling you right now. Let's roll the tape. Watch Jordan's eyes. Nowhere else. I'm just going to that sit. It's 2nd and 12. I guess he's just trying to get a 3rd and 10. I don't understand that thought process. Now, the reason it bothers me is because he hammers that, and I want you to look at something here. I'm going to roll it back. I don't have the all 22 for this clip, but you know the dig we're talking about in the drive concept, Emilio?
Yeah, you can see him get open.
Look right here. If he's waiting and he even throws a little pump fake, holds on to the ball, got plenty of time, look how open right here.
Right over the logo.
Look at this. All this space out here to hammer that. Now, you'll notice if you roll it back, Musgrave, watch how far Musgrave gets off his spot right here, right? So he's kind of interfering too, but at the same time, like you hammer Tay Diggs on that dig route, you're probably got a 1st down. If not, you got a 3rd and short. So that's on Jordan Love, in my opinion. He was too impatient. And again, if that sit was so there, then he shouldn't have got hit immediately upon catching it, right? Misread, not reading the DBs, not understanding what the defense is doing there post-snap. That's what we're talking about, post-snap reading, right? All right, so now we're in a 3rd and 9. I'm going to roll it here. I don't have it stamped, and there's probably a reason for that. We're in a 3rd and 9. Obviously, we're back behind schedule. You want, a 3rd and 5, a 3rd and 4, ideally, if you do have to face a 3rd down. Let's see what happens here. All right, bang. Got him to jump. Should have been a free play, of course. They blew it dead. Another one of those. So, listen, we've criticized Jordan a lot. And I came away from this game feeling a lot better about Jordan in this game than the last one. But in this situation, Emilio, like one of the things he does well is getting the defense to jump, right? And you can tell he kind of learned that from 12, and I'm excited to see him work on that as well. So I just wanted to mention that. That's how we get back to 3rd and 4, okay? Now, this I missed kind of the play start. I'm going to pause it right here. This is the Christian Watson play. And I put Watson wrong route, punt. Matt LaFleur confirmed he ran the wrong route. What you're going to see is these guys basically just run the same route, and Christian's going to sit right here and wall off his other receiver, right? So when you watch it, it was supposed to be an out route. Jordan knows it's supposed to be an out route. That's on Christian. So roll it back. Just so many mental mistakes, man. And again, this isn't on Jordan here, right? If Christian runs that route, look where the ball goes here, Emilio.
Yep.
That's 1st down.
Do it too, right then. It's like going back to the last play. Musgrave gets thrown off his line. They're young. They're making mistakes. He needs to help in his routes. Every little bit helps.
Yep, absolutely. So again, that's on Christian Watson. To the best of my knowledge, that was the only route that got botched in this game. I could be wrong. I haven't heard anybody else point anything else. But again, Coach Matt LaFleur, he talked about that and how that was on Christian right there. So got to listen, if you see it, you got to say it, right? Got to give Jordan a little grace up to this point.
Right, because, he's looking that he was going to be right on the line. I mean, that was going to be a 1st down. We had enough protection. I like the look of that. But
yeah, definitely. Now, here's the part that bothers me. If you go back to what we just talked about, right, the thing that gets me is you were on schedule. You were moving the ball. You were keeping things simple. We wasn't taking shots. We wasn't asking for anything unreal. But what got you behind schedule? It was that Z throwback, right?
Yep.
Like getting too cute. And that's what we mean by with Matt LaFleur. It's like, why do we have to make it so – it's like I don't have the Tay Wicks reverse throw or whatever, or throwback, whatever it was, where they threw it to him and then he threw it to Aaron Jones. I don't have that on here. And I know a lot of people have shown it. It was an 8-yard gain. They threw the ball about 40 yards in the air to gain 8 yards. And there's people going, well, it worked. Get away from me, dude. Like that mindset is what's wrong with this offense. Do you agree with that, Emilio? Or am I wrong there, man?
Yeah, I mean, yes, you're right. It did work. I just don't like that we did it on the 30-yard line as we're moving the ball down the field. We're marching. We didn't need that kind of a spark right then. I mean, I would have been. He needs to call that sooner if he wants to do something like that, or like Tim was saying the other day, right off a half, like an onside kick sort of thing, catch him off guard.
Yeah, definitely. So, all right, here we go. Only 22 seconds left in the second quarter. They're trying to get in the field goal range, okay? Again, what did everybody want this year? You wanted man coverage. Right here you got man coverage. You got a nickel 2-4-5, cover one man, and I called it 25 drop, okay? Essentially, it's just a drop play. So you got one deep and you got one dropping across the middle, all right? So in this situation, if you're going to play man coverage and you got to still protect against a scrambling quarterback, the ideal scenario for a man coverage call where you can prevent the quarterback from scrambling is going to be having a drop play, right? And what I mean by that is you're going to notice Keyshawn right here. He's going to kind of, I think this is Keyshawn right here. He's going to kind of man up for a second, and he's going to follow, and then he's going to drop off right here into the hole, okay, like a cover one hole. And you're going to have a guy deep as well, covering deep down the center, all right? Now, again, what's the negative to playing man coverage? Explosive plays, very vulnerable to explosive plays. And quarterbacks, is the second everybody turns their back to the quarterback, if he's got a lane, he's taking off and running, right? So let's watch it unfold here. I'm pretty sure that's this play, if I remember correctly. Yep, there he goes. So you had Keyshawn. You'll notice Keyshawn coming to the frame right here, right? Because he's playing kind of that spot. He followed him across. It was a really cool play design. I might have the all-22. But watch this right here. This is Russell Wilson, who's how old is he now? 34? Am I thinking right?
At least.
So 34 years old, shaking Keyshawn out of his freaking cleats.
And it wasn't even too much of a juke either. I mean, it was kind of just a wiggle.
Yeah.
And And honestly, what we got, Brooks was in there, Wooden was in there, Van Ness, Enigbari. That's the young rush, but they held their lanes. Wooden almost made the stop. It's the man coverage that kind of caught him in a bind.
Yep, there it is. So you see all these bodies crossing, right? Covering him, he's following him, right? And I think this is Keyshawn right here. You're going to see him drop his guy and sit right here for this very purpose. I guarantee you that's what they talked about. Yeah. Listen, you chase him across, you're going to pass him off to the safety or whoever's up top, and then you're going to basically spy the quarterback, right? You can't draw it up any better. Look at this. Look at Keyshawn.
Don't let him.
Look at this, bro. He's got eyes on him and everything. And again, first-year starter. Whoop, that's pathetic. That's absolutely pathetic. Again, I can't do any better, but that's freaking horrible, man. And that's the problem with man coverage.
Yeah. Stop his feet. You got to chop, break down.
Yeah. And there's probably somebody going, you keep saying that. What does that mean, Clayton? I'm going to tell you what it means. What it means is instead of having Keyshawn out there trying to spy, you're going to have Quay and Isaiah McDuffie staring at the quarterback the entire time playing some kind of spot drop or a zone match principle where their face is towards the quarterback, and he's going to be way less likely to tuck that thing and run too.
Mm-hmm.
So there's just a lot of different aspects to it that I like. All right, so let's go to the third quarter. With all that being said, everything that's gone wrong offensively, we're down 9-3 at this point, guys. We missed a field goal in the first half as well, so it should be 9-6. But again, our rookie kicker's only missed one field goal now. It's hard for me to put a whole lot of blame on him. So they're going to come out here. Denver comes out, or we're going to come out in a nickel 2-4-5. We're going cover 3 star blitz. All right. Now, if I were to tell you right now, this running back is looking to run to the left here, Emilio, right? He's looking to run. What would be the most perfect way to defend that? Imagine a nickel blitz coming off the edge here, right? You can't scheme it up any better for this specific play call. So there's a couple of different things here, and we'll take it back. But I want you to key in first on Keyshawn Nixon here. This is what we call a star blitz. He's playing that star nickel spot, right? This is what I call a star blitz. Look at this.
Yep.
Bro.
And he comes in hot. Yep.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying he comes in so hot. It's absolutely perfect. Keep rolling it ahead here. And
look at that. Look at that stiff arm, bro. Look at that hand right there, Emilio, on the noggin.
Oh,
that's tough, man. It's
tough.
behind
the line of scrimmage. I mean, that's just about everything you can ask for if you drew it up in the book.
Yep. Now, I'm going to find some more wrong with it. We're going to let Keyshawn off the hook a little bit here. Watch Gary down here. Now, listen, guys, you guys seen it. Gary I think he's now leading the league in pressure percentage when it comes to rushing the quarterback. But against the run, not as good, right? Watch him on this play. Watch Gary at the bottom. Completely faked out. He doesn't even know he has the football. Yeah, sorry, you're not going to convince me that that's Joe Barry's fault. Right?
Yeah. The guards cross. Where are you going? I'm supposed to block you.
Yeah, like so now here's the other thing. I want you to watch McDuffie on this play too. Okay. McDuffie, and you'll get a better angle at it here in a minute. This is McDuffie right here. Keep an eye on him. Again, he's not a starter, guys, right? I'm not picking on him. This is what happens when you're missing Devondre Campbell, right? Watch him come in. Look right here. What are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you initiating contact with that block? Kenny's occupying a double. Tackle the ball carrier. Why did he run over there and shove that guy? Like, what did you even see? I think there's a better angle here. And again, these are the explosives are borderline explosive. I think this might have been a 19-yard gain if I remember correctly. Everybody's in a position to make a play. Right? Here it is. Watch McDuffie right here, dude. This makes no sense to me. Watch him. Right here. You know that running back's not getting through that gap. Watch him kind of. Why do you put your hand on his throat? Like, the running back has the ball.
No need to engage.
Yeah.
You're heading to the outside shoulder, outside arm of the running back anyway. Why are you trying to dip in? You didn't need to dip inside. You got more people inside. Stop him from going outside.
Yeah. It just made no sense to me, man. Thank God for Rudy Ford. He's the only guy who had a good tackle grade in this game, I believe.
And Sewell.
Yeah, here it is. Look at this stiff arm, bro. Again, remember him diving at Russell Wilson's feet just a second ago. Now look at this.
Right. Yeah,
that's
because
embarrassing.
Duffy engaged. He didn't even need to. If he just took
That's what I'm saying, dude. I'm glad you're seeing it. Look at that.
Yeah, no, I was just saying when he had stepped down first and slanted across the backside, Kenny's trying to hold him two right there. I mean, he was doing it all game for us, trying to hold up the two. And then McDuffie gets his jersey, tucked in, grab the plate, and it's over. You're not getting outside of that.
Yeah. Great scheme, bad execution. That's what I'm seeing. All right, next play. We'll fast forward to 6 minutes, 25 seconds left in the third. This is a 3rd and 4 play. Again, Denver is up 9-3. We come out in a nickel 2-4-5. We're going cover one robber. And this is the big play where you had the miscommunication. Now, I want to paint a picture for you guys right here. This is called a bunch formation, okay, a bunch set. The hardest thing to do to defend a bunch set is play man coverage, okay? Now, when you play man coverage, you've got to be prepared for all kinds of switch releases. There's some kind of crazy number. It's like 93% of the time in a pass play with a bunch set that's not a wide receiver screen, it's a switch concept. What does that mean? A switch concept is real simple. Again, keying on the bunch. You're going to have guys cross over each other. This guy may go here. This guy may go here. This guy may go center. You've got bodies changing places. If you're in man coverage, and I want you to watch Sewell right here, okay? And again, we're in a cover one robber. Let me tell you what that means real quick. I think this is your robber. He's going to come down, play middle zone. This guy's going to drop back deep. This is the man coverage everybody wanted once again, all right? So watch it here. Sewell comes over. Now you're seeing your man alignment, right? You're going press right here. You got Sewell man here. He's man here, right? Now, I want you to watch how Sewell plays this. And again, Sewell has had a great year. But watch this. He's in man coverage. It's like he is just completely sold out to the fact that this guy's going to run an inside release. Imagine if that guy goes outside. Imagine this guy pushes upfield, right? And this guy goes out. He's screwed. There's no way he's going to be able to run through that body. Two bodies. Watch it happen. There's a switch release. This guy, I mean, I don't know who this is, but he played it perfect. Drive that dude right into the guy that's supposed to be man coverage on him.
Yep.
And watch Sewell gets washed out, wide open, Barry's a moron. I heard somebody say, you got to have a check for that. When they're in a bunch, you've got to be able to check out a man. You guys play way too much Madden, and I like Madden, okay? I'm not one of those haters. Y'all play way too many video games to think you can just pause it, hit square real quick, audible out. Like, this stuff is happening in a blink of an eye.
You can't just hit square and left bumper and, all right, I'm back into cover two. We're good. Okay. Phew.
So you're going, okay, Clayton, you're pointing out all the things that are wrong. What's the answer right here? I'll tell you what the answer is. In my opinion, the answer is you've got to concede this play. You're in man coverage. They're in a bunch set. So if I'm Sewell, you got to do one of two things. You either got to get up here in his freaking face, or you've got to play off a little bit and let this traffic clear out, right? It's the only way you can play this. The one thing you can't do is say, okay, I'm going to give him the whole outside. Heck with it. That's what he does. And that's how you get 6 points. Again, and watch Sewell right here. Sewell's upset, But I don't think he's upset with anybody else. He's just like, God, I can't believe, like, how do we find ourselves in this spot every time? It's on him, in my opinion. You see that the same way?
Yeah, I think so. And what it was 34, that's Owens, right? He just got absolute jam your man, and the way that Musgrave got turned by a linebacker, Owens could do that with the point of the point of that bunch, but they both kind of weave him outside, and that's a wall. I mean, that's basically a punt return right there.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, they both washed him out. You're right, and it's almost like they locked hips. They knew exactly what they wanted to do there, and I guarantee you, they seen it on tape.
Mm-hmm. And once they brought him across in motion, they knew he was in man. It was over. I mean, at that point, the only other option would be Rasul looks at who was on. Was that Rudy Ford out there on the corner, or was that?
I think it's Carrington, maybe.
But I mean, again, it's a young corner. How's he going to be able to say, "Hey, switch"? It happens too fast,
right? And again, it's Rasul. And Rasul's frustrated because he ran into Owens, or Owens ran into him. But what's Owens supposed to do there? Just let his guy go? Like, you can't, other than, like you said, jam him at the line. But you got a bunch of inexperience out there, man.
Mm-hmm.
Bunch of inexperience. So there's your touchdown. Now we're down 16-3. Now there's trouble. Right? Now we're in trouble, boys. All right. So 6:17 left in the third. We're going to have to go quick. We're way over on time. We're going 11 ace, 1 running back. Right. Actually, I got this wrong. Yeah, no, I got it. We got it. 1 running back, and you got 1 tight end. This right here is actually Christian Watson. So we're going what I would refer to 11A strong Z wing right. Okay. Because your Z is kind of playing that wing back on the right behind the tight end, in between the tight end and the tackle on the right side there. You got twins left. Right. There's your twin wide receivers left. We're going play action, X fly, crosser mesh, T leak. So again, 11A strong Z wing right. Twins left, play action, X fly, crosser, mesh, T leak. Let's talk about what the route combination is real quick. And again, this is a 1st and 10 play, guys. 1st and 10 play. You're going X fly. Your X is just going to run a fly route, right? Just a go route. You got crosser mesh. So they're trying to mesh up here, okay? They're trying to mesh up and get a little rub there and get someone open, right? And then you've got your T leak. He's going to kind of leak out. While I believe the tight end is going to stay in and block, if I remember correctly. But watch what happens here. I love this play call. There's your play action. Got your speed coming across. Great job by Jordan. Delivers a perfect ball. That's a beautiful play. +1 for Jordan Love, maybe +2. That's a great job standing tall in the pocket too. But again, he had time to throw all day long. Good play call by LaFleur. Good execution. Again, watch the pass blocking. Everybody kind of holds up. Love stands in there tall, gets a little bit of pressure at the end, lets her roll. Great job by Christian Watson. Good play call. Now you're off and running, right? You got a little bit of momentum.
Definitely. Stream is still down, Clayton.
Go ahead, man.
I said the stream is still down right now. It dropped at the beginning of that play. It dropped earlier, but then it came back, and then it dropped again this time.
Gotcha. Appreciate it. That's the only bad thing about doing it live. But again, they'll be able to go back and see it. That's what I was saying. And it's funny. The frustrating part is I'll get an email from YouTube going, "We're so sorry. There was a problem with your stream. We investigated, and there was no copyright." It's like, God almighty. Anyway. All those smart people in Silicon Valley and Google can't figure that out, but that's a story for a different day. All right, 21, I nasty, crosser mesh, Y sift, H leak. I put crawl ? You'll understand why in a second. And T shoot. All right, so there's your 21 set. And some people were going, well, DeGuara is technically a tight end on the depth chart. That's cool. I'm always going to refer to him as a fullback when we're in the I formation. He's gonna be an H back for me. That's just the way I see it. And then, of course, so there's your 2 running backs. There's your 1 tight end. He's playing off. You're going nasty. You see your nasty splits. You guys know I'm not a huge fan, but again, we're running it right here. We're going to go crosser mesh, Y sift, H leak, T shoot. All right. Now you're probably going, what does H leak crawl mean? I want you to watch the H back here, guys. It's about as frustrating as it gets. What the hell is that, bro? This is the second time in this game he tried to tackle a defender's ankles.
Yep.
I mean, it doesn't get worse than that. He's supposed to be a leak. You know what I mean? Like, he's supposed to be a safety valve.
Yep.
So this is the touchdown pass to Romeo Doubs. All right, let's draw it out real quick. You got your crosser mesh. This is real simple. LaFleur seen something at halftime and said, hey, look, we're gonna work them to death with crosser mesh. We're going to make them choose, right? So, again, watch the pressure on Love. It's not an absolutely perfect pocket. He steps up. He's going to let it fly. But you got to throw a better ball than that, man.
Yep.
That should have been picked off, should it not, Emilio?
I would He gave it to him. Yeah. He's got the arm too. He knows he can throw it off platform. I need 3 more yards. Like those net shots on family night. That's what we need right there.
And right here, he's making his read right now. This is what I want you to look at. Look at this protection. Get out here, set your feet, and deliver a strike to the corner of the end zone. Instead, he climbs towards the pressure. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's just he's definitely fearless in the pocket. You know what I mean? He ain't afraid of getting hit. There's no doubt about that.
And he's always looking to throw, which I love. He understands he can't run forever, and he doesn't want to run forever, which we love that he's looking to throw. But yeah,
Romeo Doubs, man, that's what a play, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And again, it's been talked about over and over and over that whoever it was, the head official for Fox or whoever or CBS, was wrong in saying that the first person with 2 feet down, they actually have possession over the one who doesn't have 2 feet down. There's nothing in the rule book that states that. I just gave the benefit of the doubt going, this guy was the official. He's getting paid a ton of money by a sports network. He probably knows more than me, right? And wasn't the case in that situation. But again, now you're back in at 16-10, right? We're in the fourth quarter now, 14:09 left. Packers get the ball back. You're probably going, well, what happened to the defensive possession? It was a 3 and out to the best of my knowledge. So the defense rose up again and gave your offense a chance to win this ball game, right? We're coming out in a 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, right? We're going 12 ace, strong right, Z nasty, right? You get your Z and a nasty split. Your X is in a normal up here, but you got your Z nasty. We're going X post corner, slot cross, T swing. Some people will refer to this as a strike concept, okay? So with a strike concept, typically the way that works, this is kind of one of those Shane Waldron specials out in Seattle. He's going to get out here and run a corner, right? And the goal is take this defender with him and then pick that safety up along the way. And then you're going to run a crosser underneath, okay? Now, the slot cross aspect, actually that's going to be the in aspect, and then you're going to have a crosser here. So that's the slot cross. So when you talk about a slot cross concept, even though it's a tight end, it's referred to as a slot cross, right? He's going to run a crosser, and then this guy's bringing a backside dig. And again, it's a strike concept because you've got a crosser coming from the opposite side of this makeshift corner route. So you're trying to create separation at 2 levels there. And again, this is the Musgrave catch, and this is where he gets absolutely blasted by our boy Kareem Jackson. Hey, kudos to Musgrave holding on to this ball.
Oh, for sure.
Bro, that's a lick. That is a lick. Now, we talked about this on the postgame show, reacting in real time, right? This is my favorite part. It gets edited right here. They cut it out on the condensed copy. But look at our boy right here. I'm going to zoom in, right? Look at Sean Clifford. He says, "You're a beat." And they cut it off. He looked at Kareem Jackson, pulled his chin strap down, and called him a bad word. We'll just say that. So here's a better look at it. I'm going to go 50%. Let's check it out. You tell me if it's dirty, Emilio. I think it is, personally, after watching it. I mean, he just killed.
Yeah. I mean, he could have dropped another 4 inches if he wanted to.
Yeah.
But trust me, those are the hits I love. I mean, right. I want that when I was playing, that's what you want to do to someone, but you have the option to drop your shoulder a smidge more.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, even a gut shot's gonna hurt. You don't need to crack their skull. If you hit him dead on in the stomach, he's gonna be out of breath for 3 plays.
Look at Jonathan Ford's reaction, bro. He's like, "Oh, cuz he's dead."
Yeah. Oh.
Like, oh my God. So I think it was the right call throwing the flag and ejected him. I mean, the dude, to me, it looked like he was trying to hurt him.
Right.
So it's kind of how I see it. But anyway, Musgrave, huge play. Guys, that's exciting. I know he's in a boot now, unfortunately. And it's amazing you take a lick like that, to the head and neck area, you're fine. And then somehow you end up hurting your ankle. But so we're moving the ball, right? 16-10. Now it's a 1st and 10 play. We're going to come out in a 21 strong right twin nasty. This is the weak counter G is what I refer to it as. Okay. So we're going weak run, which is opposite the strong side, right? Your strong's at the bottom of the screen, right side from the Madden cam. All right. So what they're going to show is they're going to let DeGuara kind of fake this way, then come across, right? And you're going to notice it's kind of a counter play. Mm-hmm. And the key to this is watch John Runyon right here get around. This is a beautiful play call. I have no problem with this call. What I have a problem with is when you're trying to sift or having Tay Wicks block a 285-pound defensive lineman and pull a guard to that side, you're just asking for trouble. This is clean, straightforward power football, right? Let's watch it here. This is couldn't have drew it up any better. Look at Runyon,
Underneath.
bang, DeGuara.
Bang. Go.
That's pretty, bro.
Hat on hat. That's a smaller version of the power sweep right there.
It really is.
Hit clear, you hit clear, and cut it up.
Bang. That's beautiful. And A.J. Dillon had a game. I'm just going to say it.
100%.
He looked good. I'm hoping he continues to build off of that, man. I'd love to see him in Green Bay for long term, but I don't know, man. It just depends on the market, of course. But all right, let's go back to 75%. This is a cool angle here. Watch Runyon. And again, look at DeGuara. DeGuara's whiffed all day long, but DeGuara does a good job right here. Talk to us here, Emilio.
He slips underneath, the action going right, gets the linebackers to draw to the right, and then you hand the cutback handoff to Dillon. And at that time, he's slipping underneath, falling right behind Runyon. And I mean, that's how you open up a hole. That's an open hole in the NFL right there. I would say.
Absolutely. And watch real quick. Watch DeGuara here, like you said. Look at how little space Jordan Love has to work with right here on the handoff. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of dangerous, borderline dangerous, but man, great play call by LaFleur. Good design.
Yep. And right after DeGuara dips under, Jordan Love opens up, shows the ball to the linebacker and the safety right there. Opens it up, shows them, here it is, right back underneath, give it to Dillon, we're going the other way. Pulled the linebacker and that safety to the right.
So it's almost like a fake fullback dive, isn't it?
Yep.
And watch the backer, what he's talking about here, Emilio. Look at number 47. Watch him bite on this fake fullback dive.
He goes, oh, this hole is monstrous right here. He's coming right for me.
Yeah. Wrong. We're out the back door, baby. Good job, man. Good job. So now you're cooking, right? You're down here. You're inside the you're borderline inside the 10. Mm-hmm. First and 10 play, 10:36 left. We're going to come out in. Do I have it here? Okay, here we go. We're going to fast forward to the 4th and 2 play. So this is the touchdown catch. Okay, yep. This is the circus touchdown catch. So 4th and 2. You're at their 5-yard line. And, I don't mind going for it here because if you don't get it, they're pinned deep. They've got a bad offense. You're still putting yourself in a decent position with 8:36 left here to rather than take the 3 points and then have a chance to possibly tie it up later. Although, if you don't go for it here, the game isn't even within reach on that last drive, right? So it was obviously the right call. So we got 12 gun, twin nasty. We're going strong left, T-weak, RPO peak. All right, let's talk about what it means. 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Actually, is that Christian? That might be Christian. It's hard to tell. So it might be 11 gun twin nasty with the Z on the wing again. But there's your twin nasty. They're in a nasty split. And again, this is going to be an RPO peak. So how's this work? It could be an RPR. I have a hard time committing to saying it's an RPR unless Jordan runs the ball. But essentially, let's pretend it's a read option. What he's going to do is take the snap. He's going to put the ball into the belly of the running back. Jordan is going to read this edge right here. If this edge stands straight up, he holds contain. Then you're going to give the ball to the running back. He's going to run it inside, right? So that's the run pass option, or I'm sorry, that's what we call the read option, the quarterback zone read option. All right. So I don't think it's that. I think it's just an RPO peak. On an RPO peak, you're going to put the ball in the belly of the running back, and you're going to read this defender here, right? You're looking for a lane to throw a peak or a quick slant. It's almost like an inside shoot route that Romeo Doubs is going to run here. And the key is Jaden Reed in this half stack look to walk both these defenders out and do exactly what Denver did to us earlier and almost acts like a block, right? So again, the ball's going to be snapped, put the ball in the belly, read the defender. You're going to see he holds ground. Jordan has to do a little pump fake. The only thing I don't like about this is Jordan Love putting way too much on this ball. Let's watch it. There it is. See, the defender stops. Jordan knows the throwing lane ain't there, gives him a little pump fake, a little sidearm. He threw that thing 120 mile an hour. I mean, right. Is that not crazy, dude? Like, why do you have to put that much zip on that ball, man?
He didn't. I mean, he didn't there. He really didn't. They brought the blitz. The edge just sat right there. I'm glad he can change the angles. He just didn't need to hum it as much as he did.
Yeah, for sure. So with that being said, it still counts. But Romeo Doubs, you still got to give Romeo Doubs a drop. Listen, and this is one of those plays that we talk about. It's like, who's to blame? Yes, that's the answer. Yes, everybody's to blame. Right. So you've got Jordan Love throwing it 120 mile an hour, 5 feet away. You got Romeo Dobbs letting it hit him in the face, and thank God you got a playmaker in Jaden Reed to grab this thing out of the air for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 touchdowns that Jordan Love threw. One should have been an interception or could have been an interception. And this one here most likely should have been incomplete, but Jaden Reed makes the play on it. So that's why it's hard for me to go, okay, Jordan, had a good game, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 62% completion percentage, because you've got to watch the tape and see exactly what happened. But here's a better look at it right here, Emilio.
Yep.
I love the play design, right?
Yeah, I mean, that was Watson too, so they had to account for him over there on the tight end. So
there you go.
So it was nice. I mean, it was a hat on a hat, 1-on-1 on the outside. So someone's got to win a battle somewhere.
Yeah, and I like that Z wing. If you're going to go close, go 11 personnel like that. There's nothing wrong with that. Yep. And I think they leaned on that a little bit more once Musgrave went out, because you see Tucker Kraft in the game there, which Tucker Kraft, I don't know what his grade was. I can't remember, but he seemed to hold his own. I didn't find myself going, God, Tucker Kraft was horrible, right?
No,
he seemed to kind of step up. So, again, there it is, just a quick RPO. That's what we refer to as a peek. Some people might call it something else, but you just kind of take a peek there and you can hammer the slant. What's that?
A peek, a lookie, whatever they.
Yeah. Yep. That's another one. Yep. All kinds of different nicknames. Just depends on which coaching staff, right?
But that's what we want. I mean, we wanted to see that he can change angles. He can do all the throws. He has the arm talent. We're not getting enough execution, and it's a game of inches. And this inch helped us.
Right. So we're up 17-16, fourth quarter, 5:51 left. I'm going to show you an all 22 on this in a second. This one I call nickel 2-4-5. You got a linebacker blitz. Basically, Quay is going to blitz here. You're going to bring 5, right? Now, what they did was they went base empty. Okay. Or I'm sorry, they went 11 personnel and they went empty. They emptied everything out. Okay. What I want you to key in on, when they empty it out, right, and you're in man coverage, what happens? You get a running back and a linebacker out. You guys remember Devondre Campbell on Bijan Robinson? Mm-hmm. Here we are again. That's what happens when you run man coverage. Here's what's crazy. I put all the question marks because nobody knows what the heck's going on here. And again, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. We're going to roll it through here. Get the crosser uncovered underneath. Got pressure on him. Still got the ball away. Guess who that was? That's right. That was Keyshawn Nixon missing the tackle. And then there was the little pee-pee tuck. Let's watch it again just because we don't like Jerry Jeudy. Whoop. Take a break there, Judy. Take you a break.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, man, I know I have the all 22 somewhere. Okay, here we go. I got ahead of myself. So here's the all 22. Here's what I want you to look at, Emilio. Check this out. Watch these guys. Look at him putting his arms up going, what are we doing?
Yeah.
He's going, what are we doing? Rasul's looking to the sideline going, what are we doing? This guy's going, what the hell are we doing? They don't have a clue. They don't know.
Nope.
You'll notice that Rudy Ford ends up playing man coverage, okay? Sewell drops in zone. Quay's blitzing. These guys are in zone. And then you'll notice Isaiah McDuffie. He's like, I don't care what y'all are doing. I'm going to make sure this guy doesn't burn me. He just plays man coverage.
Yeah.
Watch as we roll it forward. Look at the deep safety, Jonathan Owens. Watch him. What are we doing?
Yeah. What's going on here?
So there's a miscommunication somewhere. And Quay's looking at Sewell like trying to communicate. And it's like he ain't even looking at him. He ain't looking at him. So I think he just says the heck with it. I'm blitzing. Watch this. Guys, this ain't Joe Barry's fault. Are you kidding me? Like, they don't even know what the play is.
I mean, if Quay got there, he'd have been right there on the crosser, and then we would have probably had enough time for the rush to get there, but opens it right up and
yeah. And so there it is. And again, right here, look, you make a tackle right here. Look at the sticks, guys. That's the thing. They completely screwed the pooch on the pre-snap alignment and everything, but look at this. If he can get up there and make that tackle, right? And again, this tackle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happens when you have a kick return specialist playing nickelback, right? So all that being said, Emilio, we're coming down a stretch now. We're going to hurry. Coming down a stretch, all that being said, Denver's up 19-17, and the defense stood tall and got the ball back for you. So you're down by 2, 3 minutes and 12 seconds left. Once again, Jordan Love in this offense, Matt LaFleur, they get a chance to go down and win the ball game, right? So we come out, we're in a 12 ace, strong left, nasty Z, play action, all go. You heard it right, all go, U flat, T stab, all right? So when you look at the way this play is designed, you got your nasty Z up top, you know what that means. We're going to go play action all go. So it's basically go, right? Go, go, and then a T stab right here. Well, you got your U flat. Okay, your U is going to kind of leak out here in the flat, give a little down. He's going to kind of look the chip, and then he's going to run a little stab route here. And I want you, this is what I mean by A.J. Dillon had a pretty good game. Watch A.J. Dillon here. There is nothing. I hate this play. 2nd and 9, we're just going to run an all go.
Right.
That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy to me. So Jordan waits, dumps it off. Look at A.J. Dillon, boys. Put the team on my back. Just like that, you're almost in field goal range. I mean, what else could you ask for A.J. Dillon right there?
Right.
In my opinion, horrible play call. Great job by Jordan Love just buying enough time and getting it off to AJ. AJ knows exactly what's going on here. You'll see him throw his hand up like, oh, crap. I see the defense. There ain't no way they're open. Give me right here. Come on.
Yep.
Kudos to AJ, man. Good game, dude. Seriously. Like, he bounced back this game. One of the few people that showed up on offense for sure.
Yeah, no, he balled out.
All right, so now this sucks. We got us a flag.
That was on the quarterback draw, right, Elton?
That was the quarterback draw. The play before, I didn't show it because it was like a 2-yard gain. Elton Jenkins, it was a clear hold, right? You've seen it too, right, Emilio?
Yeah, he got it. He tried to get the plate, got outside of it, pulled the jersey, and as you probably get away with it if Jordan Love didn't run right through your hole, you know. So
right, yeah. If you're drinking underneath the bleachers and somebody's got a trumpet down there making noise, you're probably going to get caught by the principal. You know what I'm saying? That's just the way it is. Not that I've ever been there,
right?
But, so now you're looking at a 2nd and 20, right? And again, who made the mistake? Elton Jenkins, former Pro Bowl left guard. Elton Jenkins, your 2nd highest paid offensive lineman on the team, was the one who made the mistake, right? And I think we'd all agree Elton is not himself yet, man. Something's off big time there. We're coming out in 11 gun, strong bunch left, T weak, F dig, slot climb, Y sit, X out, T swing. All right, so the play design, I'm going to roll it, and I think I got it on the next one too because I want you guys to see it. This is the part that hurts. It's almost like it's one of those wrap concepts, although it can't technically be a wrap for the positioning of the players that ran the sit and the dig. But this is the play that Christian Watson gets hurt on. I'll draw it up here, and we'll draw it up again here in a minute. So essentially what you've got is your F dig. He's your flyer, okay? He's going to run a dig, right? You're going to have your Y sit. So the tight end is just going to sit down real quick right here. You're going to have a climb. I like this play. I really do. It's almost like, I guess it could technically be a slot cross combination up top. That's essentially what that is. And then you got your X out, okay, in case they show us off coverage on that side. And then you got your T swing, okay? You're going to see A.J. Dillon throw his hand up, but I personally don't think he's open. What I want you to key in on right here is, and you'll see it better on the next one, I'll play it through, but look at Jaden Reed in the slot, going to run that crosser. It's like Jordan just made his mind up. I'm going to hammer that dig, and he threw it 2 yards behind him, and this is what gets Christian Watson hurt. And again, you'll see it right here. I'm going to draw it out for you guys big time because this is what forget everything, Emilio. Watch the slot. First of all, you're going to see the tight end shift over, and this is going to become the slot here in Jaden Reed. Watch this climb. This is going to make you sick at your stomach. And again, this is why we can't give Jordan the complete benefit of the doubt, man. We can't. Watch this climb route right here, guys. Game on the line, right? Game on the line. We got to get in field goal range. Look at that. Right here, Jordan has got to know. Jordan's got to look and say, okay, I got all this space. What's this guy doing? He's squatting on this out. You can see him squatting. He ain't flipping his hips and running. There is your read right there. Lead him out here. You probably got a touchdown.
Right.
Just like the games before, Emilio.
Like, even if he didn't want to lead him, he could have thrown it short, had him ball up, and drop right there in the middle. You're back to where we were, 3rd and 8.
Yeah, a great point. Great freaking point. So right here, instead, you're going to try to squeeze it into Christian Watson. But again, just like earlier in the season, 2 different scenarios that I talked about on Chalk Talk before, where Jordan Love had an opportunity with an open receiver, even when he canned out of a play called a double crosser and had Dobbs on the deep cross that could have won the game. Again, you've got your look. You've got it. And he just doesn't see it. And he goes to Christian. Look at that right there. Look at Jaden. Yeah. Jaden is like, bro, please.
Yeah, buck naked through the trailer park, right?
Butt naked through the trailer park. He's like, give me a shot. Imagine you step up, you make this throw, and you hit him out here. This guy's, he's occupied. He's biting on the out, right? And again, AJ was throwing his hands up, but you could see he's probably going to get tackled unless he makes the guy miss. That was your read. I'm going to roll it back one more time. It's like I said, man, it's hard to watch, but these are the things we got to show because, again, I can't blame Matt LaFleur here. This is a good play call. right?
Mhm.
Like he drew this up perfect for the coverage they got. Look at this. They're almost playing. They're essentially, it looks like they're playing quarter, half.
Yeah.
Look at that. Let that thing go. Jaden knows it. Jaden's like, oh my God.
And maybe
And
he thought he had the hat count on the left side before, like pre-snap. Maybe he thought he had the hat count from the clear out from Jaden, but it didn't end up being that way.
could have been. Yeah, that's a good point. And now some people are going, well, did he have time to throw it? Guys, look at this pocket. And again, this Jordan Love is the least pressured starting quarterback in the entire National Football League. The least pressured. You don't believe me? Go look it up. Go look the numbers yourself. Look at the pressure rate. It'll blow your mind. Watch his pocket. Like that ball is coming out. I'm going to tell you when Jaden Reed is there. Right here, you read that corner. You read that corner squatting, set up, deliver that ball. Deliver that ball right there. You should be right here. Deliver that ball, step up and throw it. Instead, you wait. Now you can't throw it.
No. Then he's fading left, throwing right, and
Yeah,
they're throwing more towards, trying to lead. And again, what if he's trying to protect Christian?
I don't see it.
Not ideal. And again, I mean, if we looked at it, say, yeah, okay, AJ Dillon was open. I mean, you dump it off to him 3 times, that would have been our 3 plays going into the 4th and 20. If that's, bottom dollar, you could get it to him.
Right. Absolutely. And again, how did you get in this situation? A 2nd and 20, 3rd and 20, right? It's because Elton Jenkins held. So, but again, right there, you can kind of see the injury. I mean, he gets folded up nasty.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That's
tough.
So hopefully whoever was said that on the stream last night is correct, that it's just they're looking at just 2 weeks. But so now you're in a 3rd and 20. Minute 52 left. Still got a timeout, right? You need to get to Denver's 37-yard line here. So you got 2 plays to get to the 37-yard line. All right. So here's the call. This is the last play of the game, or the last play for the offense. You got 11 gun, trips nasty X, strong left T, same tosser or Dino. I'll explain what that means in a second. Tosser, Y slurl, what I call slurl. Some people call it a slant curl. Some people call it an inside curl. Some people call it a spot, although spot's a passing combination like a concept, but they refer to that as a spot route. I'll explain what all that is right now. And you got your X out. Okay, so essentially what LaFleur dialed up here, I love that he's going to the trip set, right? And kind of showing 3 by 1, let Jordan Reed half the field. If it's quarter, half, you know where your 2 side is, you know where your 4 side is, you know man coverage, all those things. It's a good way for a young quarterback to be able to read the defense. So tosser is essentially 2 slants on the same side of the field. Okay, that's usually what a tosser is. Now a Dino is if they had ran 2 posts. Okay, so you'll notice it's neither of those. It's kind of in between. I would lean on the tosser side. All right. So we're going to go here, and you're trying to bend everybody around, right? And it's going to be deeper than this. I'm just trying to keep it on the screen for you guys. And then you've got your Y slurl, which is basically, it looks like a slant, but you're going to sit. Okay. And some people call that a spot. And then, of course, you got your X out. And with your T, you actually have him leaking out on the side here too. Okay. So there's 2 guys open on this play, to the best of my knowledge. Your out is open. Again, you got this guy playing deep on this side, right? He's given plenty of cushion. Let Dobbs sell the stem and then get out. And then you got A.J. Dillon underneath. You got to live to play for another down here, right? And I think I got the all 22 for this too, so we'll roll it all the way through here. You see, look at Dillon. I mean, come on, dude. What are we doing? What are we doing? When we get to the all 22, I'll show you the out because if I remember correctly, I think it was there too. And again, you underthrew that ball, and we'll talk about why you underthrew that ball here in a second.
All right.
So what was that? I'm pretty sure I got the all 22. Let's get to it. Come on.
I thought I heard they called that one that Samori ran a tornado route. I thought that's what I heard them calling it.
Is that right?
But maybe I'm wrong. But
gotcha. All right, here's the box cam. Watch how Jordan throws this football, guys. Really keying on his feet. You got to get everything on this ball, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right here, you've kind of got him beat. I see what he sees. This guy's starting to bail like, oh, crap. And Torre's got a head full of steam, right? So watch his feet. Doesn't step into it. Just kind of flat-footed, flings it up there. Those are the intangibles. Those are the things that we talk about that you just the stuff that you've got to do play in and play out, right? And do it correctly.
And that's got to be more towards the flag. I mean, that's going to be almost in the corner of the end zone.
I think I've got the all 22 here. This is going to make you sick because I think Samori Toure wins that route if he puts the ball out there.
Yeah.
I'll show you in just a second. I just want you to be able to see just how underthrown it was. There's people criticizing Toure. You got to play defense there. No, he's full speed then having to adjust to an underthrown ball. I hate it for Jordan, man. I really like the dude.
Yeah, he was in 5th gear and had to drop it into 2nd. I mean, when the clutch grinds, that's what Samori was doing right there.
Yep. So, again, here's the route combination, right? You got your out, and then you got your swing. So, guys, like I'm saying, and of course you got your little spot or slurl there. That's just to draw defenders up. I don't think that was ever designed to go to that in this specific situation from a quarterback standpoint. What I want you to key in on, though, is watch Jordan Love, watch where the out was, and then watch the swing and look at the separation. Okay, let's see if the out was there. Let's focus there first. And then I'll get to the Samori Toure aspect. I just want to pause it on the out. Look at this right here, guys. Bang. You gotta hammer that, dude. And that's a better option than what you took with given the throw.
Right.
Right here is even better option. I'll tell you why. Because watch him swing out. Look at all that space, bro. You kidding me? You dump that to A.J. Dillon right there. He gets that ball, and then he turns upfield and runs right to that corner and gets out of bounds.
There's
a good chance he gets that first down. And again, this is Monday morning quarterback into a T, right?
Right. And I mean, it's the 2-minute offense. It's the 4-minute offense. They need to get the reps in it, but maybe because we had timeouts, he felt more comfortable going to the middle of the field. We had a bunch of time on there, but if he throws that out in rhythm, there's no way they're going to bite on that. He's 5 yards off of him. The cornerback's bailing. That's open.
Yeah, absolutely. It's as open as it's going to be. Now, watch the crosser. Everybody key in on Samori Toure here. Right here, if he throws that ball.
Open.
I mean, that ball has got to be coming out. This is what I mean by he's late to everything. Like you didn't anticipate that. Look at this defender here. You don't have any safety out here. You got to step into that throw and put that ball, like you said, to the flag. You try to overthrow Samori Toure right there. He just threw it. Again, you can see it better from this angle. Look at his body. This is just all arm. There's no body here. Look. You're not Aaron Rodgers. Like, you got to put that thing out there.
Right.
And people see this and go, well, it was just covered. No, it wasn't. Toure has to slow down right here. He's already slowing down. He's got his guy beat. Watch Toure come out of this break. If he's running full speed and you throw it to the flag, he's gone. Worst case scenario, you catch it inside the 10, run the clock out, and another look at his footwork. Just all arm.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It was 40, 50-yard pass easily, all air. I mean, I can't throw it, but I would love to see it land on the Broncos S in the end zone and let Samori run under it.
Yeah. And again, right. I'm no quarterback guru, but I'm thinking you got to step into that throw, man. I mean, I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm not Kurt Benkert. I'm not Kurt Warner. I'm not, JT O'Sullivan. I'm eager to see what JT O'Sullivan says about this because to me, it's just like you got to lay that thing out there, dude. Oh, it's tough.
I mean, even and God forbid he goes for it. You scramble out, buy a little bit more time. Maybe Romeo breaks off. Maybe you scramble, pick up some more. Like we were saying, he doesn't need to get it all in one play. But I think those are the learning moments. After it bites him 2-3 games in a row, I think he's going to start to see that.
Yeah, I do too. And those are the growing pains we're talking about. I'm going to go ahead and close this out, Emilio, and bring us back up here. So be prepared. Don't be smoking a doobie or anything over there, all right? You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of what we seen. And again, I don't know if the stream's still up. I guess it is. Yeah. Okay, cool.
On and off. I don't know. They were being brutal on us this time.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I don't understand why they do it. But want to give everybody a shout out real quick in the chat. Red Mo was in here, like I said. United Bates, Blake Berry, Mike Berry, Jeff Schultz, the Angry Casual Fan in the house, ROK Beast, Cheesehead Murph. What's up, Cheesehead? And then let's see. We got Goose dropped in. All right, cool. Cool. Omar in the house from France. Adam Block. We had a bunch of people in here, man. I hate that the stream kept dropping. But Chris N, Jeremy Burtz, Deadfish, Stephen Smith, Yeah, man, we had a packed house. That sucks. Too many to mention. They gabbered everybody. All right, so, hey, man, hour 24 is a little bit better than I thought, Emilio. We did all right, didn't we?
Kept a good pace. We're
Yeah.
getting excited. All right, let's get to the next play. Let's keep going.
Yeah, and man, listen, it's a tough loss, and we talked about going into the year. There's going to be growing pains. You're seeing it. That's what we're talking about. That timing, Jordan Love learning when to let that thing go. What's a real NFL throw? What isn't? All those things I think will come to him. But the biggest thing that I come away with that I'm a little more excited about, Emilio, is, and we'll end it right here, but is his accuracy did get better.
Mm-hmm.
Going into this chalk talk, I felt like Jordan Love had a bad game. And again, the touchdown pass was underthrown. That's a bad throw. Shouldn't have been a touchdown. So if you take that away and it's a pick, he had 1 touchdown, 2 picks, right? That's a bad game. I think we would all agree. The score isn't nowhere near as close. You also had the RPO where he threw the rocket ball, right? And Jaden Reed bailed him out. So you could have had, 2 interceptions, no touchdowns, right? If ifs were fifths, we'd all be drunk.
Yeah.
But you got to kind of take the good with the bad. When I look at the overall performance, if he finishes that drive at the end, I'm feeling like this is a step ahead for Jordan Love in this game.
Definitely.
Do you agree with that, or am I being too lenient there, man?
No. I mean, like we were saying, he's just getting live reps. He's just getting game things. He hasn't seen any of this in practice, in preseason. Every time a new defense is scheming up against him, it's a new defensive coordinator. He sees something new every game. I almost guarantee it. Yeah. There's so many nuances to it. There's so many different things. It could be the route. It could be Musgrave getting bumped off the route, threw him off a half a second. It could be, a drop, a missed block. Yeah, he's making, bad throws here and there, but they're learning. I'm honestly a little excited about the team now after this loss. Okay, punch us in the face one more time, and then they're professionals too. Yeah. After a while, you get a chip on your shoulder, you get that taste in your mouth, you want it gone. You want to take care of this. So I think they're going to come back and fight, and I love the way that the team is fighting. Tucker Kraft's interview, all that stuff. That they want to be there. They're a team getting prepared. They just it hasn't all come together in one game yet, and that's why we're so upset, is we haven't all seen it happened in 60 minutes of football.
Yeah, definitely. And, like I said, going into this game, I was really frustrated with Matt LaFleur last week, right? Because we've seen so much sifting, so much 12 personnel, all that thing. We've still seen a lot of 12 personnel, but to me, you've seen more 3-by sets, right? Yeah. You're seeing a little bit more of that and things open up. You've seen more inside and outside zone. You've seen less pulling guards, right? Just that one play is the only one I can really remember. I could have overlooked it. So coming out of this chalk talk, and this always happens to me, I go in thinking I know what happened. I come out and I feel totally different. I think that what we seen was Matt LaFleur did simplify a little bit, right? He did lean on the inside and outside zone, get back to the staples of his, wide zone boot scheme, West Coast wide zone boot scheme. I think with Jordan Love, you've seen him make some better decisions. Still got to work on the intangibles, right? Or the, just the basics, the footwork, release point, all that stuff. Understand you don't have Brett Favre's arm. You've got to step into those throws. I'm feeling better after watching the chalk talk, right? Yeah. After watching the tape and doing the chalk talk. So I'm excited for the future.
Yeah, because what we would be less happy if nobody wants just a quarterback that's just going to throw it, check it down all the time. We are happy that he is pushing the ball down the field. We are happy about that. We're just not happy at the outcome. So it's just because we want something faster. But again, they're a young team, so maybe the first 10 or 15 plays that are out there, they got the butterflies. They get nervous by halftime when we've actually been humming. We actually get it going. We're not putting up points in the first. I think the last time we scored a first quarter touchdown or first half touchdown was in Atlanta. That I was at the game, so it's been a while, Right. So, I'm excited about it, but I think that it's just growing pains, and I think we're wanting it to happen a little too fast.
Yeah, definitely. So let's see if Jordan Love's accuracy continues, right? Like I said, he had bad throws. Don't get me wrong. He underthrew Torrey on the game winner. What could have been the game winner? He threw behind Christian Watson, got him hurt. There's negative. I shouldn't say that, man. When I say he got him hurt, it's like he meant to do it or it's all his fault. Listen, I that's my fault. I apologize. I shouldn't say that. It was a bad throw. He threw behind him, right? So with all that being said, I think Jordan Love took a little bit of a step forward after watching the tape. Now, again, he got bailed out by Romeo Doubs. It could have been a lot worse statistically. Let me put it this way. And again, everybody's going, if Clayton, if he hits Romeo Doubs in the corner of the end zone, and that isn't a dangerous throw where Romeo has to wrestle it away from the DB, and he hits Samori Toure on that deep crosser and doesn't hang it up there, guys, I'm probably going, hey, here we go.
Yeah.
And then you got to step back, though, and say, it was the Denver Broncos.
Right.
So it's a roller coaster, man. It's going to be like that all year. So I'll tell you this, though, when Jaden Reed had to catch that tip ball, I guarantee you he was thinking this right before he caught it.
This receiving is tough.
So Jaden Reed's a gamer. I want to see him more involved. I wish he'd hit him on that crosser before again.
Right.
So,
but yeah. I think he will be a little bit more. I mean, not obviously he's going to be involved, but if Musgrave's out, I think he'll lean on 11 a little bit more, using Kraft more along the lines of a block, probably flex him. So maybe we will see actually 3 wide, or 3 or 4 wide outs out there.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't think of that. And again, I didn't see anything that I thought Tucker Kraft was horrible. I don't even remember what his grade was. It was probably bad. But when I watched the tape, I didn't find myself going, dang, Tucker Kraft's horrible, you know. But again, Musgrave played most of the game. Musgrave looked good, I thought. Hopefully he's healthy. Now, here's the good thing. Tomorrow we're going to find out the injury report, right? Good thing. Might be bad. Tomorrow we'll get the first injury report. We'll see how everything looks. We'll dive into that. And then, of course, Thursday, the plan is to have Paul Brittle on the show. And then another thing I want to do is try to dive into Minnesota's defense a little bit and understand how they might attack us, what they did so good against the 49ers, because they just beat the 49ers last night on Monday Night Football. So, Emilio, thank you so much for your time, buddy. This was a blast. I really enjoyed having you. Hopefully I didn't talk too much. The reason I usually don't have guests on for Chalk Talk, and Jacob was supposed to be here, but he got tied up. Again, I'm sure it was something along these lines right here. Let me find it real quick. Where's he at? Where's our boy, Date Mike?
Hi, I'm Date Mike. Nice to meet me. How do you like your eggs in the morning?
Every time Jacob misses a podcast, we're just saying he's on a date.
Yeah.
None of it's probably true, but we'll go.
Yeah, right.
But usually when it's just when I have somebody on, they're sitting listening to me talk, and I feel so bad about it. But, man, I appreciate your insight. Loved your take on everything too. So we'll do it again for sure.
Oh, no. Appreciate you, Clayton.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was a blast. So for those of you in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us. For those of you listening on the pod.
Super. Last second.
We're delayed like crazy now.
Bates hit us with a $2 super chat at the last minute.
Oh, for real? I missed it. Look at
yeah.
that, man. Look at this. United Bates, thank you for the super chat. Great work as always, fellas. Hey, we appreciate you, man. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry that the stream kept dropping, but again, like somebody said in the chat, that's Mark Murphy and Brian Gutekunst cutting the stream over there at 1265. They don't want secrets out, so we'll keep pushing ahead, though, man. I'll tell you this, man. You cut the stream all you want, but we're going
to give him some
just the way it is. So, Emilio, thank you for your time. For those in the chat, like I said, thanks for hanging out with us. For those of you listening on the pod, thank you for making us a part of your day. As always, let's go out and be the change we want to see in the world, and go Pack Go.
The power sweep. Actually, it's the lead play in our offense.
Come to tackle, take the defensive end if he's over him. If he's not, you drive down the first man who is inside. Pull back and tell him to take the first man outside the offensive tackle. No one goes. Go right by them and field inside. If the YN has the linebacker taken out, he cuts inside. If the YN has the linebacker in, he comes all the way around. So look at this play. What we're trying to get is a seal here and a seal here, and try to run this play in the alley.